Ian is in Warrington. Ian, good evening.
Hi, good evening. My question this evening to yourself is, I was diagnosed with a brain tumour in January, and I've been working all the way through treatment and struggles. And on Tuesday of last week, I gave my employer a letter from my consultant explaining what my diagnosis and my prognosis was. And then on the Wednesday following that letter, I was made redundant. I'm just wondering what legal avenues I could approach. Have I been discriminated here, or...
Well, it sounds like it, doesn't it?
It very does.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm really sorry to hear of your diagnosis, Ian. You're in a strong position legally. Obviously, you have many more things to worry about at the moment, and I understand that. I'm not going to address the medical issue, but I will address the legal issue here.
Sure.
Somebody with cancer is deemed to be disabled. Now, was the meeting on Tuesday the first time you told your employer about your cancer?
It was not the first time, no. They've known about it since January. However, the meeting that I had with them on Tuesday was to say that I'm not going to have any further treatment and that my condition is now life-limiting, as no further treatment is available.
Okay.
That was with the HR lady.
Yeah.
Then on Wednesday morning, even before I took my bag off and set myself up for the day, I was called into a meeting room at 10 to 9, and then I was home by 9:30.
Was anybody else made redundant, or was it just you?
Just myself.
What did you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a software developer.
Software developer. And don't name the company, please, but is it a large company or a very small company?
It's a medium company, but they have offices throughout the world.
All right. Now, I'm going to tell you the legal position, first of all, and then I'd just like to have a slightly more general practical chat. The legal position is, it sounds like you have a rock-solid claim for disability discrimination. You tell them that you have a life-limiting cancer diagnosis and you're not having any more treatment, and the next day they dismiss you. I'm assuming there was no redundancy consultation at all.
No redundancy.
Yeah.
I did query this with them, and they just said to me, look, you've not been in the company long enough. I've only been with the company for 11 months.
Okay. Doesn't matter for a disability discrimination claim, and that's probably their ignorance. You can't claim unfair dismissal until you've worked for 2 years, but you can claim disability discrimination.
Okay.
I think unless the employment judge is off his or her rocker, they are inevitably going to find that the reason you were dismissed is because you told them that you have a life-limiting cancer. I mean, there is no other possible credible inference from what you've told me. So You will win your disability discrimination claim. The issue, Ian, and do you want me to be blunt or do you want me to sugarcoat it? I'm going to let you choose this.
No, go away, be blunt.
Okay. The issue here is how much money you'd get. Because a tribunal is going to say, if your company hadn't discriminated against you by dismissing you, how much longer would you have worked for and how much would you have earned in that period?
Yeah,
and
of course.
that is going to be your claim, the value of your claim. So if the tribunal thinks that you would have worked for another 6 months, and I'm not going to ask you what your prognosis is, if unless you want to say, but if the tribunal thinks you would have worked for another 6 months before having to stop work or going off sick and only getting sick pay, your compensation will be that 6 months' salary plus money for injury to feelings, which is going to be in the region of £10,000 to £15,000 in this case.
Okay.
Now, I said I was going to talk practically, Ian. To bring a tribunal claim and see it through, not only is immeasurably stressful, but it takes between 12 and 18 months to get a discrimination claim through.
I see.
You know what I'm going to say now, don't you?
Yes.
Do you want to spend your last weeks, months, years dealing with litigation that you may not see the benefit of?
It's fruitless, isn't it, really?
Well, I mean, do you have children to whom you want to leave money? Because they can continue with the claim on your behalf and you will win.
I do have family I would like to leave money to, yes.
So they could continue with the claim. Obviously, the employer might just decide to give you a lump sum to settle the claim because it's not a claim that they would want appearing in the local newspaper or a national newspaper. And trust me, a national newspaper would want to pick this one up if you contacted them. So there is a very real chance of getting a lump sum settlement here, because the moment they speak to a lawyer, that lawyer will tell them they are banged to rights.
Yeah.
But it's a quandary, Ian, because you're not going to want to spend what time you have left dealing with litigation as opposed to spending it with your family, I'd imagine.
No, of course. I mean, family time is very important, but it would be nice to have not been discriminated against at the same point.
Yeah.
You know, I love my job and I'm very capable of doing the job that I've got. It just hurt very much.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. And it's just at the time that you really don't need yet another knock.
Exactly. Yes.
Can I ask you one other question? In your job, did you have death in service benefits?
No, it was very, very limited employee benefits. There's no. Yeah, it was just my salary, and that was it.
Okay, because that might have been another line of attack by dismissing you. They were depriving your estate of death in service benefits, and that could have been quite a meaty claim. But that's not actually there. Do you want me to read you a couple of texts that have come in the last couple of minutes?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So Susan has said, thank you, Susan. I hope that Ian is receiving PIP. He must apply straight away. He'll get the higher amount immediately within a week or so. I think that's quite good advice. Joe has written, how utterly tragic. The cynic in me would say the employer is aware of the length of time this will take and be under the impression a claim won't be forthcoming. A terrible world in which we live sometimes. Lucy says she's so sorry. She sends you her love. Getting loads of texts in here, Ian, supporting you.
Oh, that's very, very, very comforting. Yes, thank you.
Well, I wish you all the best. And my thoughts are with you, as are thousands and thousands of people listening to this right now.